dream and my aspiration is to give to other young people, give them a chance to thrive in life. I really want to see young people succeed. And that's kind of that's my dream. That's my passion.
Hi there, we're your hosts Lee and Brendan. We hope you're doing well. In today's Live and Care podcast, we'll be interviewing Dylan Langley, who is the state finalist for Young Australian of the Year 2021, which is great recognition for all the work that he's done in this space and in this sector, the out-of-home sector. Dylan spent all of his childhood and in foster care and also group residential facilities. But when he turned 18 and left, and he was required to leave out-of-home care, he had nowhere to go. So he slept rough. He spent a lot of time in homeless shelters and experienced a mental health breakdown. Sadly, it's not uncommon for those in out-of-home care who are leaving. Dylan now, though, he works for the Home Stretch campaign, which is lobbying government and other organisations to try and close that gap and really make it a better space for those who are leaving care. Dylan uses his lived experience to strongly advocate to want to really change the sector, and he wants to really bring a lot more protection around these vulnerable young people who we're speaking about today. So welcome, Dylan. It's great to see you. How are you doing?
No, pleasure to be here. Thank you for that warm introduction.
You're welcome. And I suppose my first question is, because you've got, you're doing so many things, what's a typical day look like for you?
Generally, it's meeting around with different organizations or reading over information and trying to create these improvements that you've highlighted within my introduction. So whether that be meeting with the department or looking to promote Homestretch, working alongside with Berry Street, whatever it may be. It varies from day to day, but it's generally all my days are based all around my passion, which is trying to create a brighter future for young people and create that positive change.
What are some of your dreams and some of your aspirations? Love to know that.
Look, it's a really good question. I think my dream and my aspiration is to give to other young people, give them a chance to thrive in life. I really want to see young people succeed. And that's kind of that's my dream. That's my passion. And I do that through the work that I do. I also do that through my own, on my own. Like I've created my own website. I've got my own ABN up and running my own business in that sense. I'm delivering foster care training to foster carers and different stuff like that. But that's kind of my goal, is to work in that. I really want to stay connected with young people and more broadly than that, just the community, to try and help them grow and flourish. I don't think it's just restricted to young people in out-of-home care, but it's a matter of helping everybody around them as well.
Your passion and your aspirations to, you just want to help other young people. That's big for you. When did that start for you, I guess?
When I was a child, I dreamed of becoming a police officer. I wanted to follow in my uncle's footsteps and become a police officer. However, when I went into out-of-home care, I saw the way that some of the police treat those young people, and that tarnished that dream. I could not picture myself in such a workforce where you would be passing such judgment without even knowing the story on people. And it made me, I've always been really insightful, but it made me take a step back and go, well, what do I want to do with myself? And I started looking around and I was seeing these young people that I was living with. I was 15 at the time and in the residential unit, watching these young people get in trouble with the police all the time, being dragged back, like every time they left the house, having the police called on them.
Yeah.
We couldn't even leave the house without, like, there was one unit where I walked out the front to go down the street to go and get a can of Coke, and the police were just in their car at the end of the street waiting because they knew that there was a resi unit there. And it's kind of like that to me rang alarm bells in my head going, there needs to be help for these young people. Something needs to change here. And it's not so much just on the crime and law front.
Yeah.
It's the way the system has molded that.
Yeah.
And that's where it kind of ignited. I had a light bulb moment going, well, nobody else is aware of this.
Yeah.
We need to create awareness.
Yeah.
But we also need to create change, more importantly. And that comes from the awareness.
Yeah.
So I started looking at different organizations, asking around how I could get involved in trying to become a better leader. What leadership programs were available. Where could I go to try and get some training to really find my voice? And it kind of just grew from there. Like the more I did it, the more I became more confident and the bigger impact I was able to make until the point where I am today.